The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, will give them the season sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down, but
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's one's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Seahawks at a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0.
That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Geno on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Hey, check that. Street.
Again, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
On play action, Lance. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
From the 39,
Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked off by Quadre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Geno out to throw. And Walker has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again is Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Wait.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Kittle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Go check.
After the interception, here's Smith. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Check pass. 7 Pirates.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break, Smith. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points of the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might...
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught him in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one's spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
39 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor, his second sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Have the street. Check, contact. Check, contact. Ready?
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. From the 50, it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
There you go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Right there, right. Go, Reed. Go.
Here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch him between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack on first down,
Lance. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Now a play fake. Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Lance and company going on fourth down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Ready, set.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far They're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Smith now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now it's Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Lance looking to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.